Welcome to There's Layers to This, a live show streaming every Tuesday that blends Web3, art, toads, and lasagna level commentary. Hosted by Valerie and Creatress, the show breaks down blockchain, AI, space tech, and more in a casual and fun way. Enjoy the show.
Hello. Welcome back. How's it going? How are you, Creatress?
Fabulous. How are you, darling?
I'm doing good. This is our 7th episode of season 7. We've only got 3 more episodes left until this season is over. It's going by fast.
Wild. This means this is our 67th episode.
That is true, and so yeah, we keep going, and we've got some amazing news to share. But before we get into that, a little bit about our show. If you are new here, this is our live show called "There's Layers to This," and we stream on YouTube, on X, and we're streaming on Abstract as well on both mine and Creatress's accounts. So give us a follow over there. Definitely go help and subscribe to our show on YouTube. We are also trying to grow our followers over there. So just look up There's Layers to This and you'll find us. And we would really appreciate you going to subscribe. But yes, and so this is There's Layers to This, where we talk everything from Web3 to art to skateboarding to toads and lasagna. We love talking about food. So that's why you may see the lasagna here, because lasagna has layers, blockchain has layers, and we as humans have layers. So we take deep dives into the layers. And of course, we bring in the vibes. But yeah, a little bit about myself. My name is Valerie, aka V Dizzle. I started in the Web3 space back in May of 2021. So yeah, this is my anniversary. Oh my God, did I just forget? This is like my Web3 anniversary. We're in the month of May. Oh my gosh, I did.
Here we go.
Here we are. So yeah, 4 years in the space. And I've done so many things, but one of the most things I am proud of is starting my IRL community here in San Diego called San Diego NFT Friends, where we meet once a month and we grab the community together, and we'll sometimes have speakers or panelists and offer free food and free drinks for attendees. And then another thing that I'm proud of that I started and founded was Red Rug Edutainment. And so that's my Web3 event company where we do events to some of the bigger conferences like NFT LA, NFT NYC, Bitcoin conference. And yeah, we just love doing stuff like that and workshops and whatnot. So yeah, I've been here. I've done so many other things, and you'll get to know a little bit more about me as you watch the show. But yeah, it's led me to an incredible journey and to meet awesome friends and do things like this, like with Creatress. So yeah, it's been awesome, and I'll bring it over to Creatress.
GM, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am Creatress, S7E7 for those who can pronounce it. And I am a multidisciplinary artist in the world. But in the world of Web3 specifically, I'm best known for doing performances live and making 3D sculptures using virtual reality, using big LED screens, using music, and bringing that all together into one immersive experience. So I've gotten a chance to do that over 35 times, primarily at Web3 events. And I've gotten a chance to work with some of the best event production companies and event producers like Miss Valerie from Red Rug Entertainment, from ETH Global to NFT NYC to Miss Paris Hilton to what else? Where else have we got? BTC Nashville. Speaking of BTC, yeah. So that's basically what I'm best known for in Web3. I've been here since 2017, got in through XRP, got reinvested. At least my interest got really peaked again in Doge, and then with NFTs in 2021. And yeah, I'm part of a lot of really fun communities like the Little Nouns, the Nouns DAO, the Nouns Amigos DAO, One Love DAO, and many others. So yeah, it's been a really fun journey, going on 4 years or so, like full time, really invested in Web3, and yeah, we're on season 7 of our show about all the things that I love: Web3, art, toads, food, vibes. So yeah, welcome to the show, and let's get into episode 7.
Yeah, let's get into it. And so, like Creature said, we've been here for a while and we've been doing this full time. And so with that, with the hard work comes really great and exciting results. And so, yeah, we're going to kick off this show with some good news about our show. There's layers to this. So here we are, of course, season 7, episode 7. But the good news is we're going to Vegas. Woo! So there's layers to this. Is going to be powered by Stand with Crypto. We had a proposal that's been in the works for a little over a month. And we got the good news today that myself and creators of There's Layers to This will be there on the ground, interviewing people, showing you a live look. And then we're also excited to bring in Keegan, who's actually also a sponsor of our show, and he will be our camera operator. So the 3 of us will be out there, we'll be boots on the ground, and as Keegan would say, our ground game will be definitely strong in Vegas. So, creators, how did you feel when I shared the news with you? Like, what, an hour ago?
Yeah, no, that was super exciting. Yeah, I've been like biting my fingernails, metaphorically, because I don't actually bite them. I actually got them done recently, so no biting. Yeah, I was like, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And then yeah, so I was like, yes, all right, beautiful. I'm really excited. It looks like Bitcoin Vegas is gearing up to be one of the most exciting events of the year, especially for Bitcoin, especially since we just had like such a close to all-time high day yesterday. So yeah, I think these are bullish signs. I'm excited.
I'm just seeing a lot of alignment here because listen, season 7, episode 7, we got the slot, like the little casino 777. There's 3 sevens in my name, my username vdizzle, and Bitcoin hitting 107,000, the sevens. I mean, man, right now is a good time, good energy. Yes. I love it. So yeah, we're excited. We're definitely going to be looking for people to interview that are already in the crypto space. But one of the things we're excited to do is go out there in the wild, go talk to the locals, go talk to the tourists, and share with them about crypto and about the importance of paying attention to what's happening with our government and some of the local elections and the bills that are going to be possibly passed and voted on to help regulate our space in the US. So yeah, thank you so much to Stand With Crypto. And of course, shout out to Mason, just who is the community lead over there. He's worked with us in the past. We've done There's Layers to This out in South Carolina last year, where we held a workshop during Beeple's election night event. So this was when the U.S. presidency was going up for votes, and we were so excited to be there. So yeah, I'm just super excited and going out of our and yeah, that's the good news. All right.
Pump it up. You know, pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up.
Oh, yes. I was like, wait, what? But yes, don't you know, pump it up. But yeah, next in our show is our segment In the Layered Now, where we kind of talk a little bit about what we're seeing, you know, online and in our space outside of Web3. Because sometimes there's some cool stuff. Sometimes we talk about AI tech. Sometimes we'll talk about space tech, or sometimes we'll talk about pop culture. And so one of the cool things I saw on my timeline over social medias was Disneyland celebrating their 70th anniversary and showcasing this new Key to Land interactive experience and collectible pin. So I'm gonna play you guys.
This is our Key to Disneyland, and it's an exclusive experience only happening for Disneyland 70th. So when you first purchase it, it'll only be in white. You won't see any of these icons, but of course I had to get it ready for the finale. So what's great about it is each one will be representing each different land in the park. So you'll see the 70th lock anniversary pad in each of the lands. Go to it, and then you'll collect different colors, icons, and sounds, music.
Gosh.
So I'm gonna pause it there. The video is a little long, but basically what this is it's a toy you can go purchase at Disneyland. I heard it's ranging about $60 for one of these things, but us being in the NFT space, we definitely know about collectibles. We definitely know about rarities. And so I found it really interesting that Disneyland is doing something like this. I mean, they always have, right? You can go collect some of their mugs, or you can go collect autographs from the characters. You can collect pins. And so I just thought it was super cool that they have this toy, although it is a bit pricey. But, you know, people who love Disneyland will go and collect everything and all the things all the time. But it was pretty cool because I guess there's different locks around the park. So if you go to Tomorrowland, there's going to be a lock where you go and put that toy, which is supposed to be the key, and you collect that badge or that new color, that light that shows up on your key. And then if you collect all of, I think there's 7 lands, I want to say, maybe that number is coming up again, 7. If you collect all 7, then you actually are able to unlock the key itself and like pull it apart, and there is a pin, and there's multiple pins. I want to again say 7 pins that you can go and collect. So I think people are going to go and buy these up, and I already heard they are. There's lines, very, very long lines throughout the park to go get these. But the more you get the keys, there may be a different pin to unlock in each of them. So pretty crazy. I'm just kind of waiting for the day they start implementing NFTs with that, because come on, we want some digital collectibles, don't you think? So yeah, that's what's going on. And related to Disneyland, actually, a little bit coming over to the Web3 space now, we've got VeeFriends. So VeeFriends is an NFT collection that was started by entrepreneur and business guru Gary Vee. And they actually just started a new partnership. So they're teaming up with Mears Connect, which is a bus transportation that takes people from the Orlando International Airport to Disney World resorts. And so in this bus, they have TVs. And so Gary Vee is going to start displaying his cartoons, which they already are. So it's pretty cool. I will show you guys this thread. And so I'm a VeeFriend holder. I think Creatress is one also. And so, yeah, that's so yeah, it says our characters are now being introduced to families on their way to one of the most magical places on earth. Each ride features a video that includes a welcome from Gary Vee and VeeFriend cartoons. So you can kind of see here, there are the TVs with the cartoons, the VeeFriend characters, and there's one of the characters, Fearless Fairy. So it says this year long partnership. So this is a whole year, is all about introducing the world of VeeFriends to new audiences in meaningful ways. And we're excited to continue expanding the VeeFriends brand awareness through cartoons, cards, comics, and more. So here's a little snippet of that video. Let's turn on the volume and
I'm
start
pleased to
from the
introduce
beginning.
my good pal, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V is here to introduce his V friends to you.
Hey, my friends, I'm Gary Vaynerchuk, the creator and founder of V-Friends. V-Friends focuses on compassion, kindness, empathy, but also competitiveness, accountability, really trying to find the middle in today's society. You are currently on a bus going to the greatest place on earth. I hope that V-Friends is just a little sliver of that. You're about to see some highlights of some of our cartoons. I hope you enjoy them and it entertains you on your way to this iconic venue. If you want to see full episodes of the cartoons, go to vfriends.com/cartoons and you can get all the episodes on YouTube Kids. I hope you enjoy these. I hope you have the best time and I hope I get to see you somewhere randomly in the world one day to say hello.
So yeah, pretty cool what they're doing there. And so what was really cool about this is that this partnership actually came about from one of their community members, Kawabunga Chan. And so he is actually producing the videos also for these shorts. But yeah, it's super cool that a community member can help elevate and bring more awareness to the V-Friends brand. So yeah, Creatures, I don't know. I want to bring it over to you to share any thoughts on that since you're a V-Friend holder as well.
Yeah, no, that's great news. Always good to see V-Friends getting more visibility and not just like as a holder and a collector, obviously have a slight vested interest, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, it's also exciting to see that Gary is continuing to like further the vision that he's talked about for so long. Yeah, that's exciting. Not just because I'm part of it, but also just like it's cool to see someone with a vision and a plan that explains it, and then see like 4 years later, for example, or 3 years later, like, oh look, things are happening. So yeah, that's really exciting. Can't wait to see the public reactions and just hopefully more, even more.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know. I would love to go visit. I've never gone to Orlando or Disney World out there. Really? Okay. Yeah. So
Never Orlando. Definitely Disneyland in LA, but not Orlando.
Right.
Maybe we should make a proposal to go and do something live. There's Layers live from Orlando.
Friends, Gary V, if you want to sponsor, there's layers to this. We'll take a trip out there and we'll get some live reactions of people coming off the bus.
Oh my God, yeah. Like, what do you think? Yeah, that would be super cool.
All right, cool. Stay tuned, you guys. Don't put it past us. We say things on the show and then we kind of bring it to fruition. So just saying, don't underestimate Gary or V-Friends, clearly. And don't underestimate Creatress and I, or there's layers to this, okay? Just saying. In other news, in our show is what I thought was interesting is have you seen this guy on your Instagram, Creatress? This guy here, Sailing with
so.
No, stop. Okay, so this guy went viral all over TikTok, all over social media, Instagram, of course. And so this guy decided to leave. Here, let's play this video so you guys can watch it.
My name is Oliver. I work a corporate job at a tire shop. I absolutely hate this life. Yeah, I'm going to buy a sailboat and I'm going to sail around the world for the rest of my life until I die. This is the start of my journey. And this is day one of crossing the Pacific Ocean and sailing from Oregon to Hawaii. And I made it past the graveyard of the Pacific, and this is my first time sailing outside of a river. And I'm going for Hawaii. So it could take me anywhere between 20 to 30 days. So feel free to follow the journey. There is nothing but open ocean and a beautiful sunset. I did it. I did it.
So yeah, that is Oliver. And what has helped him, I believe, to go viral is he's calling his channel Sailing with Phoenix, and his boat is also called Sailing with Phoenix. Or sorry, his boat's called Phoenix. And what
Okay.
he didn't mention in this video is he sold, obviously he said he sold everything. He even liquidated his 401k from this corporate job that he was working at for 11 years. He sold
Wow.
everything except for his cat, Phoenix. So there is the cat sailing with him on this boat.
I
And
love that.
so it's so inspiring. Obviously, a lot of us have been there where we're doing something that we're not happy with, or we're not proud of, and we feel stuck, right? We feel unhappy, and it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But you know what gets us out of that? And so this guy was like, you know what? F this. I'm gonna live life freely. And so he decided to spend some money on his boat, and he had never sailed before. He had only been learning how to sail on a river in Oregon. And so, yeah, this is his first time in the open seas. And you can actually go to his Instagram, and he has a tracker. And so let's check it out now. We've definitely tracked things here on this show. If you remember, we were like, where is the spacecraft that was supposed to land, right? So we're not new to navigating things, but here he is now. This is a live look at Oliver and his cat Phoenix on their boat. And
Wow.
here is Hawaii. Okay, so
He's
he
pretty
took off from here
close.
in Oregon, and you can kind of see he's kind of changed course a few times, and he always gives updates. And he's out there in the middle, and he's thinking he's going to arrive on the 24th, so just in 4 days. So
Jeez.
we'll keep you updated. There has been community gathering to welcome him. He has shared that he has run out of Pringles chips. So I think there's even another sailboat in the ocean that's trying to catch up to him to give him more snacks. But don't worry, the cat
That's
has
so
enough
good.
food. He has enough dinner. It's just he has run out of snacks. So so yeah, I just thought that was something cool to share. And of course, it just resonated with me a lot. Because here I am taking a leap of faith, right? And before Web3, I was in the sports medicine world and doing surgery and rehabilitation with athletes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a chance and go down this Web3 ramp and see what happens. And so here we are, you know. So yeah, I just thought it was super cool. And I think now he has 1.5 million followers in less than a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
So
super fun. I really like that story. I like
so
that he's got a cat with him.
I know, yeah, and the cat's so cute. I think they're called is it a calico cat where they're like mixed with orange and black and white? Like it's the
I
cutest
can't say. I don't know
thing.
enough about cat furs.
All good. But yeah, so that's in the layered now. But now we'll bring it over to Creatress to share about some Lil Nounish news. What's going on over here, Creatress, with the
Oh
Lil
yeah,
Noun?
let me just get my noggles on for this. Okay.
Get them on.
All right, welcome to the Lil Nounish News segment. Today, I wanted to share some time-sensitive news. We have an open time for you to make a proposal for the Little Nouns. There's a round that's happening right now that is specifically to help make a difference in your local community. So if you have an idea for a public good or for like a way to help an organization that's already in place in your local community, or if you just have even a person who you think could use some help, you can actually still apply and get up to 0.3 ETH in funding. It's a 0.33 Ethereum grant, actually. And the people who are voting on this are the Little Nouns. So if you actually click the link there, it'll take us to the website. and you can see the activity. You can see who's already proposed. You can see when the voting begins. It starts in 2 days, so you have about 2 days to make a proposal. You still can. And yeah, and then if you scroll down, you can see the different ones that have already been submitted. So there's one for empowering Thai Hill Tribe farmers. There's one for a community screen printing class. There's one for a little skate park. So yeah, there's a few different ones.
Wow. How much is the 0.33 ETH these days? I'm curious.
I'm not really sure. Let me find out.
Yeah, because some of these look like some pretty big projects. So I'm assuming maybe they have some other funding or partners to work with. But this is awesome. I love stuff that nouns and little nouns are doing, because they're always just doing some pretty good stuff for humanity and helping make the world a better place through NFTs and crypto. So I love that.
This says there's it would be about $829 as of right now that you could get. So these are grants that you could get for about $800. So if you have a project in mind that could help your community, you've got about 2 days to come online. All you need is to connect your wallet and you can make a proposal.
Okay, so this is not just to anyone who may have a Lil Nouns NFT.
No.
This is open
Anyone.
to
Open to anyone who has an idea, and Little Nouns holders are the ones that are going to be able to vote on this on these proposals. So we, depending on who gets the first 3 most voted proposals, are going to get the same price, which is the 0.3. Yep. So 3 winners. Each one gets 0.33 to make their, make their proposal happen.
Nice. Are you going to be submitting anything?
I don't think so. No, I feel like there's a lot already of good projects on here, and I don't want to compete with anybody. I think there's a lot of cool ones. So, no, I'll be taking a close look. Perhaps I might do a standalone show where I just talk about the projects and cast my vote.
Nice. Okay. I love that. All right. Well, get in there. And where do people go? What is it this website, nouns.gg to submit?
Nouns.gg is the where you would go and make a proposal. And there's other rounds that are constantly happening. So not just Little Nouns rounds, like other communities use nouns.gg to make these like cool rounds where you can apply for funding. So go check it out. Because there might be other rounds open that you could apply for. So, yeah.
Sweet. All right. Love that. And definitely we'll be sharing that out. And good luck to everyone who has proposed an idea. All of these look really, really great and really, really good initiatives. So good luck to everybody who decides to submit.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck, everyone.
And
the next, on to the next part of the Little Nounish news. More Little Nounish news, okay? I want to do, well, first of all, if you didn't see it on the timeline, I posted a video on Twitter about a week ago where I said, this is on-chain governance, okay? And what I mean by that is, this is a screen recording that I took while I was voting on a proposal that was proposed by our dear friend and co-host, Mr. Tyler Culbertson. He actually proposed this, and it's titled "Lil Lasagna Lotta Vibe," a frozen lasagna review series. So essentially, he wanted to find out what's the greatest frozen lasagna of all time in Little Nouns style. So he is proposing a 10-episode video series where he, Lorenzo, reviews frozen lasagnas. So there's like a whole Little Nouns rating system that he created to rate each lasagna. I went ahead and voted for. Here, what you're watching is the screen recording of me going through the proposal. selecting 4 as my vote. And then right here, I'm writing why. I put love the concept, love the rating system, and love the overall vibes. So I like to vote. Whenever I vote, I try to give a reason. It's called Vote with Reason, just to give just a little something about why I'm saying yes or no. I also wrote, I hope for a follow-up proposal that includes sending lasagna to the loyal listeners, because like what would make watching a show about lasagna better than like getting mailed some lasagna so you could watch and eat at the same time? Like,
Right.
I think that would be cool, right?
Yeah, this is making me think of well, do we need to start a lasagna DAO? Because I like this idea of like, hey, let's also send lasagna out to people. And then B, it makes me think of the news that I had shared last time about lasagnalove.org, where you can actually go request free lasagna from a volunteer, and they'll go into your house and make it for you and deliver it, and you get to share that with yourself or with a loved one. So
well, I agree, and I'm very excited. Again, I still haven't gotten a chance to order my lasagna, but I'm gonna do it very soon. So maybe it'll line up and it'll like, coincide with the start of his season. So yeah, I just wanted to give a big congratulations to our co-host and friend, Mr. Tyler Culbertson, aka Lorenzo, on his successful prop, because like I said, this was me voting on it, right? So you could see I gave him my 1 vote. My comment shows up right there. And then just a couple of days ago, we got the news that the proposal passed. So, a week ago, I shared me voting on it. Now we've gotten the update, it passed, and the 10-episode show is going to be produced, thanks to the little nouns that all voted. So yeah, that is the end of the Lil Nounish news segment. And we have a lot more going on, of course, over at in the nouns, but that's what I'm choosing to share for this week. So tune in next week. We'll have more on the Lil Nounish news segment.
Love that. All right. Well, lasagna and Lil Nouns approved. All right, let's go, Tyler. Congratulations, and congratulations to Lorenzo. We love Lorenzo, our little mascot. Obviously, we have him all over. And yeah, there's layers to this. Love it. All right, what's next? What is this super based news? What's going on here?
Oh yes, super based segment. Okay. So I wanted to talk about things that are happening on the base ecosystem, right? All about that base. So what we have here is the Welcome to Astrology app. It's a DApp, actually. It's a centralized application, which is actually, you can use it natively on Farcaster, but you could also use it on your desktop, which is what we're looking at here. And as you might remember, I talked about this a lot. I was working on some Zodiac themed art. Well, the app is finally released. It's being, and the art is part of this app. So it's a decentralized application where you can get your horoscope. And then it's like an AI horoscope app. And the whole thing is, not only can you get your daily horoscope, you can also collect your horoscope's art. So if you, for example, I'm a Leo, so I went ahead and selected Leo, and it randomly gives you an artwork from one of the artists in the collection. So this one that I got that you're seeing on here is by, I believe, Robert OX. So that is his interpretation of Leo.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Mhm.
So awesome. Okay. I'm over here in the background trying to sign up. I didn't want to dox my email to everybody.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's my horoscope and what's happening. I mean, clearly there's some good things aligned. I've got some good energy on my side. But I'm trying to see if this continues. Did you paste what your horoscope said? Is this it here?
So yes, on that, yes, if you click on that one, oh wait, no, now we're forward. I don't know if that one's a link. I think that might just be an image. Yeah. But this was my horoscope from the other day. So basically, I believe how it breaks down is that if you want your horoscope for the day, you have to. I think you have to pay. Maybe I think it's like 25 cents on base, and it generates your horoscope for that day. If you want to collect an artwork, I believe it's $1 USDC. And what you get to pick what horoscope you want. You don't get to choose what art you get. You get to choose what horoscope, and then it kind of gives you a random one from one of the artists that did that horoscope that you asked for. So, you're going to tell us your birthday.
It's okay. I want everyone to know my birthday. I was born on a Saturday at 4:06 p.m. Does it ask me those things? Like define details?
I don't think it asks for birth time, no.
Okay, so collect to reveal. So then what do I daily May 20th. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta collect it.
To collect today's horoscope specifically.
Okay. All right, let me connect my wallet. Give me a second. I'm hoping I have some base here. Hoping I do. Okay, approve. Oh, wait. Am I on the wrong wallet?
She's doing it live.
It says error. Please try again. I might be on the wrong chain. Let me see. Or maybe I just don't have the USDC on here, actually. Don't think I have USDC. No, I have USDC in my wallet.
Okay.
Might be a little down. We'll check back in. We'll check back in. I might need to figure some things out in the back end. But I like this concept a lot because it's a cool way to use your crypto, and obviously it's not expensive. You said it's $1 to collect an artwork. It's a quarter to get your horoscope. Like that's really low cost and just something cool. Like why not? You're supporting the artists who have made the artwork, and obviously anybody who created the app. Who created the app?
So this was made by Ombruja. Ombruja is I guess a brand started by Carolina Cotto, who is one of the artists that is part of the One Love DAO. So she brought the opportunity for submitting art to be part of this to the One Love DAO, and which I am part of, and I participated in the open call. And so that is how I'm, that's like the little bit of, part that I played in this is that I created art, 12 artworks, one for each of the zodiac signs. And so when you go and you collect, the artworks, I think there's like a 1 in 20 chance that you could get one of the ones that I created for those. So, yeah.
Very cool. Well, hey, I need to reach out to Bruja because I've got the USDC and I'm trying again to like approve this transfer of just says 20.25 USDC, which I have. So not really sure why it's going on. Maybe the app's a little bit down, but something I did want to share, which I thought was like cool, is I like the app first of all, and then when I went to my profile, I'm like, ooh, it shows me 257 days till my birthday.
Yep. And once you collect, you should be able to see your all of your collections right there, like the ones.
It's like okay. Yep. And it does look like if you're an artist, maybe you can get featured. There's a form here.
Yes. And there is another collection coming soon. That's all I could say. I don't know if I can say anything else, but there will be more. So yeah, if here's another, I guess I could have put this on the opportunities segment, but yes, if you're interested in being part of this, please fill out the form. I'm sure the team at Ombruja would love to check out what kind of art you have and possibly include you. So check
Sweet.
that out. The link, you can find links to all of this on my Twitter and on my Warpcast. I've been posting a lot about it. So
awesome.
yeah.
Cool. I love this stuff. Thank you so much for sharing the app and opportunities for the artists. I love it. Love it so much.
Powered by Base. That's why it's called Super Base. So
all right. Speaking of opportunities, it looks like there's some opportunities here with some open calls. Yeah.
A couple more opportunities. Yes, this is going to be the open call segment. So we've got one open call that I mentioned last week. So there's going to be a show, as I mentioned, the Sacred Origins exhibition by One Love Dao in New York. So it's not this one, but stay on this because the Origins event I mentioned last week, I said there's going to be an open call. Well, this week we're going to get into the open call because now it's been published. But this one first because the deadline is also coming up. This one is called Cultural Tides. It is an open call by One Love Dao. There's no curation fee or anything like that. They are looking for a few different things. If you could scroll up. So there's going to be Miami Swim Week is coming up. So they're looking for art that captures the energy, fluidity, and vibe of swimwear, fashion, and coastal culture. They're going to be selecting 11 artworks, and they're going to be exhibited at the Gates Hotel. So it looks like they are requesting square artworks. Okay. Square artworks. So take a look at the details. I will go ahead and you can find links to this on my Twitter, on Creatress Art on Twitter. I went ahead and retweeted this earlier, so it should be at the top of my profile. And you can also find it on the One Love Dao page.
Oh, this one has music to it. Oh, take me to Miami, please. I love it. I like this one. Cool. Wow, it looks like people have submitted already. Very cool. And so, I'm assuming you're submitting yourself too?
I might if I have the time, I definitely will. My goal is always to submit to every art opportunity I see, but you can't catch them all. I'll tell you what, can't catch them all.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, well, keep us updated if you submit, and good luck to everyone who is.
Yes. And I just wanted to make sure you realize that this is an open call by One Love DAO, but it's open to anyone. You don't have to be part of the DAO to submit to this call. Yes, and open to artists of all mediums and disciplines. And you have the option to mint your artwork on the blockchain, but you're not required to do so. So even if you're a traditional artist and you're like, hey, I want to submit to that, you can. You don't have to be you don't have to have your art as an NFT.
Awesome.
Yes. Moving right along to the next one. Like I mentioned, Sacred Origins, the exhibition taking place at Juta Gallery in New York, is now accepting submissions for the exhibition. So this one is actually only for member artists. So you must be a member of the One Love DAO. It's just for members only. I will say, though, that if you're listening and you're not a member, it's free to become a member of the DAO. All you have to do is apply, send me a message, or just leave a comment and say, hey, I want to be part of the DAO. Can you please send me the link? And I'll send you the link to apply. Super easy. We just want to know who you are. And then the DAO members vote on the new applications. So for this specific open call, it's for painters. So we are looking for artwork that reflects one or more of these themes. We're looking for divinity, origin, and the celestial. So if you have paintings that fit one of these themes, please submit. We do require that you are going to be present in New York for this opportunity. So if you know for sure that you're going to be in New York on June 25th to attend the opening night, please apply. We also need the artwork to be 30 by 40 inch canvas painting. And we need the preview. We need a written concept and a visual preview by May 22nd, emailed to onelovedao@gmail.com. And you will know by June 20. Actually, you must submit and provide the actual painting by June 24th in New York. So basically, you have to make sure that it is there to be hung up and displayed and exhibited in New York at the Jetta Gallery. Yes.
Cool. 25th through 28th, it'll be exhibited.
Yes.
Awesome.
Opening night 25th.
Okay. And yeah, this is during NFT NYC. Love that. Hopefully you'll see there's layers to this there. Is it confirmed that you'll be there, Creatress?
It is, yes, it is confirmed that I will be in New York in June. So if anyone is going to be out there, please get in touch, let me know, and I will make my schedule available for those who want to catch a show. I will be performing. I'm not releasing details about where exactly yet, but I will be performing. I have a collaboration in planning right now with Mr. Chas Wesley, who is an outstanding piano player. So it'll be the first time that I perform with a live piano. Very excited.
Wow. All right. Well, I need to make a bigger effort to make sure I get there to go support and watch that. I love it when you collaborate with other artists in the space and just do cool things. So
Thank you.
I gotta get myself there. And then if I'm there, then we're gonna have the show. There's layers to this. So I think that's a good point to bring up. Like, hey, you can sponsor us. Your company can go here. You can DM us for sponsorship opportunities. You know? So we're pretty cool. I just gotta say, we're even cooler when we do IRL stuff.
I agree.
Okay. All right. I love this. I have a question about the DAO actually. Okay, so it's obviously free to join. Anyone can submit, but is there an NFT or token that represents your membership of the One Love DAO?
No. So One Love DAO is different than most DAOs in that sense because it's actually a nonprofit organization, and it does not have a on-chain governance model. So the governance is done directly on Discord, actually, through the use of Discord roles. So when you apply, we actually use a Google form, and you just list like your personal info, like your name, your X, your social handles, your portfolio, your website, stuff like that, so that we can verify that you are an artist or a collector. And then yes, it's done like as a poll on Discord. So if you have a member role, you can vote on yes or no to approve new members. And then once you're approved as a member, then you manually get a role assigned to you that says you're a member. And that's how we do it. Yes, because there's no we don't do proposals like most DAOs. And we don't have like the treasury that we control as members. That's not
I see.
That's not part of it.
Yeah. Very similar to another DAO I'm a part of called VFam DAO. So yeah, we vote on our Discord. You have to have the role in order to vote. We do have a treasury, but that treasury operates our real world asset, which is an art piece that we acquired at Christie's. So yeah, it's not like we're submitting proposals to do other things and whatnot, and there's no NFT associated with it. But it does operate decentralized. So, and yeah, cool. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
What else do we have? I think there's one more opportunity that I wanted to share.
On the thing. Okay, let me bring it up back to the stage. There we go.
Thank you. And so the last one is just a quick one. It's a residency/award. It's from Lied Worlds AI, and the mediums accepted is AI art. So this is for the AI artists. It's online, open theme, rolling deadline. And the award you get is a free lifetime access to AI creator tools. So pretty cool considering most of these are subscription based. It's free to enter, and the application link is there if you want to click it and see, but you don't have to, but we do have the application link there. It's just tally.so/r/mjdnjz. So check it out. Pretty cool. I found that one through Miss Rebecca Rose, who periodically posts about open calls and residency opportunities. So
nice. I love it. Well, lots of opportunities for anyone who is an artist, or if you got some friends in the art world, share this out to them, I love that. Very cool. All right.
That's our open call segment. On to the next. What else do we have for our show today?
What is on our Web3 calendar? Here is the Web3 calendar. What's on our radar? We've obviously talked about New York, a little bit about Bitcoin Las Vegas, but what's this week is Bitcoin Pizza Day. And so if you're not familiar, Pizza DAO, since we've been talking about DAOs, Pizza DAO is a DAO, which is represented by a NFT token. You go and buy a pizza box on their website, a rare pizza, and that gives you access to submit proposals, vote proposals, and being part of all of their events that they usually have. There's usually a pizza party with free pizza at all of these bigger conferences like NFT NYC, NFT LA. And so on this Thursday, May 22nd, is Bitcoin Pizza Day, which represents Laszlo, who did the first Bitcoin transaction on chain. And he paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. And at that time in 2010, 10,000 Bitcoin was worth $41. $41. Now that's worth millions of dollars. And we just think it's such a monumental day. It's a legendary day of the first Bitcoin transaction. And so we celebrate that day here in the crypto space. And Pizza Day loves getting involved. And so they created this day called Global Pizza Party, where currently we have 400 plus pizza parties happening around the world. And you can actually go check them out. You can go find your local pizza party near you by going to their website, globalpizza.party, okay? And you can scroll down, and they've got this awesome map that you can click on. And when you click on it, it'll populate the map, and you can zoom in wherever you live in the world. There might be a pizza party near you, okay, happening in a couple of days. So I'm throwing one. If you zoom in, if you come to San Diego, bing, there we are. That's where a pizza party's happening in Pacific Beach. So we're not too far from the actual coast of the Pacific Beach. It's a great place, a great vibe. We're having it at a venue called the Sandbox. And so it has a tiki vibe. It feels like, you're on an island, and it's gonna be a great time. We're super excited. We just announced today that Omnity Network is one of our sponsors. So thank you so much. They're going to be able to provide a lot more pizzas for us so that our attendees don't go hungry. Right now we have about almost close to 100 RSVPs. So this is going to be a pretty big party. But yeah, thank you so much to ICP. So shout out to Aaron and Kyle over there. You know, they've also sponsored, ICP has sponsored our show. There's Layers to This in the past. And so we love them over there, and they're going to be supporting our Pizza Day event. And then, of course, my company, Red Rug Edutainment, Stand with Crypto, World Champions Pizza. We've got Base. We talked about Base earlier in the show. They'll be sponsoring. And then something I'm also excited to announce is that we're co-hosting this party with DRMZ Web3, which is a Cardano group, meetup group based here in San Diego. And DRMZ is their staking pool. So if you own Cardano, you can go stake with them and earn some rewards and earn some cool opportunities that we're going to be doing. I'll give you guys a little alpha. We are planning a special day in the summer, I believe in July. We will be hosting a tailgating experience with our local soccer team here, San Diego FC, which I've talked about on the show. And yeah, we're trying to get crypto involved at the stadium, at the Snapdragon Stadium. And so, yeah, thanks to Keegan and DRMZ, we have ties with the soccer team and their CEO and COO. And so, yeah, you might see some NFTs or crypto involved. We'll see. That's our goal. But yeah, things are just getting started. And yeah, Bitcoin Pizza Day is going to be a fun day. Are you going to be out in Mexico during this time, Creatress? Are you going to go out there? Are you going to be traveling? Do you know yet?
I'm going to be traveling that day. So I don't think I'll make it to a pizza party this year. But I'm very excited to see the live stream. There's going to be a live stream, right? From yours?
Not from mine, but there will be a main live stream that Snacks and Pizza DAO will hold, and they'll be tuning into some other global pizza parties. Yeah. Well, maybe if you are traveling, I don't know if you're traveling by car or plane, but maybe you can get a pizza, request a pizza.
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to
have some pizza for that day.
I'll make sure to have pizza that day. I'll tell you that. I'll be eating a slice in solidarity.
In solidarity. In solidarity. Wow, that's kind of a tongue twister for me for some reason. But yeah, so that's a little bit what's on our Web3 calendar, and we'll definitely be sharing with you guys some more events on our radar. But yeah, that's this week. So go check us out. If you happen to be in San Diego or visiting that day, you can find our event on San Diego NFT Friends Twitter. And the official event is on Unlock. So we're partnered with Unlock. And yeah, you can see all the information here, and you'll get an NFT when you RSVP with your ENS or your ETH wallet address. You will get this NFT airdropped for free in your wallet, but it's not required. You can also sign up with your email if you feel like it. So yeah, that's a little bit about that. Let's see what is next. We've got
the lowdown. Couple news to share with you.
Yeah, so the Layer 3 Lowdown is a segment where we actually take a deeper dive into what's happening in our Web3 and crypto space. And so we definitely are going to share. We hit a close to all-time high. We looked into this. All-time high was $109,000 for one Bitcoin. But just today, right before our show at 12:57 p.m., we hit 107,000 for one Bitcoin. So yeah, I don't have 107,000 in my bank yet to just get one Bitcoin, but I own a fraction. I own a fraction of some Bitcoin. So good stuff for us who are holding on. And what else? Also in crypto news, we have the Genius Act. Did you see this in your timeline, Creatress? Were you following up?
I didn't. I haven't gotten a chance to really click on this. So please tell me.
Yeah, so the Genius Act is currently a proposal with our government here in the United States, where we are trying to get regulation for stablecoin, right? So stable coins like USDC, USDT, DAI coin, where a coin is equal and pegged to a dollar. And so it's awesome because if you go and use fiat at your bank, it could take days to transact. But if you use stablecoin and you transact with that on the blockchain, that could be in seconds, and definitely low fees, low to no fees. And so people are wondering, did it pass? This was up for a vote. And again, so this was what's called a cloture vote, which is kind of like a vote for the vote. So this is not official, but it had just passed so that they can consider it for a vote, and it passed 60 to 29. And so
Nice.
there is a little information from this tweet. If I open it up and share this tab.
Open up the tweet. Let's double check. Let's see. What else does
All
it
right.
say?
So it says a cloture is a Senate procedure to end debate and force a vote on a bill or nomination. It requires a 3/5 majority, 60 votes, to pass. If successful, debate is limited to 30 additional hours, followed by a final vote. If it fails, debate can continue indefinitely, often leading to a filibuster, delaying or blocking the measure. So good news here is that yeah, we can finally talk about it, and it won't be just stuck there, which I think it has been. Shout out to Stand with Crypto because they were live streaming the voting process. You can see here, and I thought it was really interesting because I was reading some of the comments and people are like, why are people just standing around? And apparently that's just what they do during voting. People go the people go up there to vote, cast their vote. She records it, she announces it and writes it down, and everybody else just kind of hangs around. So I'm curious, I'm like, what are they talking about? Are like they talking about the act, or are they talking about what they're going to eat for lunch later? I'm just kind of curious because I'm like, that's a lot of downtime for them. So anyways, just thought it was interesting. But yeah, I also thought what was really interesting is Wendy made this tweet here. Let me go to that real quick. And she had said this. She said, okay, Genius Act passed and can go to Senate. If approved, money will flow to crypto, and then we have one chance to get rich before crypto trades like stocks, and we get a CBDC. So I thought that was really interesting because, yeah, you know, sometimes you got to be prepared. Obviously, we have said we're early, but as things become more mainly adopted and as there's more regulation around this in the US, we may not be early anymore, right? So it's a good time, you know, not financial advice, but a good time to go look into crypto if you haven't already. Go see what blockchains you kind of resonate with, what you like, what some of the technology they're building on. But you know, I'm holding a little bit of crypto with Bitcoin and XRP and Doge and ETH and all that good stuff. And so yeah, it might be good to diversify. You know, you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket, but definitely crypto is making moves. And with that, there have been talks about a central bank crypto, which a lot of us in the decentralized space are against because that CBDC is going to be a centralized coin controlled by the government, which we're not for. At least I'm personally not. But that may be coming. So although this is a bill that can help other stable coins, be aware that it also could help a centralized crypto controlled by the government. So just be aware of that. And so that's why I thought it was really interesting, Wendy sharing that as well. So yes, and other news in our layer 3 lowdown, what do we got up here? Let's see. I think we had some really cool news about ApeCoin ecosystem. So ApeCoin and ApeChain and all of our apes, I know they're getting geared up for Ape Fest that's coming up towards the end of this year. I want to say October, maybe September, around fall. But something that is coming up soon is this. So Baron Davis. So hello to Baron. He was actually one of my clients for Red Rag Edutainment. But he is teaming up with ApeCoin. And so they're going to have a dinner and he's going to be talking.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a tweet. Let me pull it up. It says, from on stage at Coachella to yachts in Monaco, being in the ape chain community means getting through doors most never reach. So tomorrow we're at it, co-hosting the NYC Crypto Summit reception with Baron Davis. One lucky attendee takes a Knicks playoff ticket home. RSVP below. So it's so good to see Baron Davis get him back in the crypto space. I actually don't think he ever left, but most people don't know he is in the crypto space. And if you don't know who Baron Davis is, he is a 2-time champion, all-star, like basketball player who had played for the Knicks and the Warriors. And he's still very much, he's retired now, but he still hosts a couple shows for the Knicks. He does commentary. And so, yeah, he's kind of on the level of like Shaq, you know, Shaq's an entrepreneur now that he's left basketball. So Baron Davis is the same. And yeah, so super cool to see him doing stuff with crypto and the blockchain and specifically with Ape Chain. So yeah, if you're in New York, sometimes I wish I live in New York because it seems like there is always something Web3 happening out there. Clearly with the art world, as Creatress mentioned, but also these amazing events. And I always seen SheFi has some really cool events out there. So yeah, if you're in New York and you're in the space or curious, take advantage of that. There's some cool and really good networking opportunities. And clearly you might be able to take home a playoff ticket with the Knicks. So
that would be cool. That would be really cool.
It's called utility, people. It's called utility.
Utility, real world utility.
Yes. And then lastly, what I wanted to share in our layer 3 lowdown is shout out to Brandon, who has made the artwork for the global pizza party. You've probably seen Molto Bene here, who is the mascot. And we've actually partnered with Brave. So Brave has featured his artwork on their browser. So if you ever go onto Brave and open it up, and you might be able to see his artwork on there. So he got to see it. He said, honestly, so crazy that I just opened a new browser window and there's my art. Brave, you're so awesome for this. I almost forgot. Then there it was. So he got this image. And then here's another community member, Rose City Web3. She says, GM Web3, I woke up like this. And this is the artwork she got. So very cool. Brave is promoting and showcasing the artwork, crypto, Pizza DAO, and Bitcoin Pizza Day all in one. So we love that. We love Brave. And so, yeah, just thought that was really good news to end our lowdown with.
Love it. Love it. Love to see the DAOs getting recognition in Web3.
Absolutely. And speaking of recognition, I know we got Art of the Week. So Creatress, tell us, what is Art of the Week?
Yes. So for this Art of the Week segment, we are actually looking at an artwork once more because there are still a few editions of this artwork titled Without You. There's a few digital posters available still to claim. So all you have to do is go to creatorsart.nft.nyc, subscribe, and you're able to claim one of these posters, these digital posters. So yes, this is an artwork that was made in VR, and you're looking at a 2D, I guess, screen print of it. So yes, take a look. And this was made specifically for the upcoming NFT NYC event where I will be exhibiting my artwork, Frida's Daughters. But this is just an extra like freebie that you can claim for being a subscriber to my One Hub portal. And like I mentioned last week, you can also purchase a metal print or a spiral notebook featuring the art as well on that website. So yes.
Very cool. All right. Well, I need to go collect that because I am like, oh yeah, we talked about this last week too. And I'm like, I need to go collect it. So
yes, ma'am.
On tight. I was looking, I was like, oh yeah, you could get the metal print or spiral notebook. I kind of like that spiral notebook. So I might need to get that to take some notes.
Yeah, everyone could use a nice little notebook. Love a nice little notebook. And yeah, with that, we're coming to the end of our show today. The last thing that we want to share is a nice reminder or shout out to our sponsor, 10K Teaching Tuesdays. Together we can achieve more. We have an upcoming show tonight. What time, Val?
He changes it, but if you go to his Twitter, __Keegan __. Okay, that's 2 underscores on the front, 2 underscores in the back, and his name, Keegan, in the middle. So you can go check. And yeah, he usually starts around like 6:15, sometimes 6:35, around there. You know, he's a working man, so he's kind of got a little flexibility there from when he comes home from work. But yeah, go check him out. 10KTF Teaching Tuesdays, where his gown game is really strong, and he has the spaces every Tuesday as well. So thank you, 10KTF Teaching Tuesdays, for being our sponsor. They will also be a sponsor of our pizza party, so stay tuned for that announcement coming up later. But yeah, we're super thankful for everything that he does, because without him, this show would not exist and be possible, or it would just be harder, I guess I should say. It still may exist, but it'd just be a little harder for us. But yeah, so thank you so much, and we're excited to have him join us for the There's Layers team in Las Vegas. He's going to be our camera guy. So yeah, appreciate you. And yeah, I think that concludes our show, episode 7. Wow, it's over. Done.
We did it. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we will have more updates on Vegas and where and who we will be interviewing. But in the meantime, if you're going to be in Vegas and you have an event that we absolutely should be at, send us some VIP invites. I mean, we love a personalized invitation, don't we, Val? Yes, we do.
Oh, and yes, we do.
If you want specifically us to come and do some live coverage of your show, we might be able to do that. No promises, because we'll be pretty busy with our interviews, but we will be out there. We might be able to squeeze in, like, you know, something. So get in touch. And then the other thing is, if you're going to be out there and you would like to be interviewed and talk about Bitcoin, talk about crypto legislation or anything like that, reach out and let us know, because we are going to be there interviewing people, and we want to hear from our community what you think about Bitcoin and the legislations that are happening, that are in play right now, that might be passed, all that stuff. So yes, get in touch.
Yeah, get in touch. And of course, you can always sponsor our show as well. If you're not going to be in Vegas or elsewhere, you can always, you know, we can always promote your company or your startup, your project that you're working on, and we could feature you as one of our guests in one of our later episodes. So yeah, definitely get in touch with us for these opportunities. And yeah, next show, next Tuesday, keep an eye on our Twitters. We got to discuss whether we're going to have it at the same time we normally do, because we will be in Vegas. So for sure, you can expect a live show out in Vegas. Who knows where we'll be at? Maybe we'll be at a pool party. Maybe we'll be at the conference itself. Maybe we'll be in front of the Welcome to Vegas sign. You never know. We never know. It's all happening organically and live, but you can expect our show to be there at Bitcoin Las Vegas live next Tuesday. So follow us. Make sure you turn on notifications for our pages so that you can see when our show will be next Tuesday. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. I saw you guys on the Abstract channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you go follow Creatress on her new Abstract page. You can go follow creators there as well. So hit that follow button. And of course, a last call to action is subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow our audience and our channel out there so they can get to know more about us and Web3 and all that we do. So we would appreciate it if you can go subscribe. We talk everything from crypto and tech, and we unlayer the layers. So yeah, other than that, thank you so much. Have a great rest of the week, and hope to see you guys at Bitcoin Pizza Day this week. All right.